And we heard that about Dee Davis all along, right? I mean, highest level of Texas high school football, arguably the highest level of high school football in all the country. But, man, when the lights came on, that dude got it done.
Right.
And that's essentially what it was Saturday night.
Well, he's no longer processing, I'm in college now. And, he spent the summer, it sounds like, absorbing what he was supposed to do. And this is something, Zach, that I thought would put a lot of the quarterbacks on an even footing, is that this is a brand new system. And it not only is it a brand new system, it is drastically different from what they were being asked to do. Mm-hmm. So a guy comes in, and he was a little bit behind in terms of just game speed in the spring. But now it seems like he's made up some ground there. And I'll be watching this next scrimmage to see if the coaches give him more work with the second team or even the first team. And same with Finley, based on what we heard. So, I had 3 people there who were watching it live, giving me a play-by-play. And I can tell you all 3 said, Bo should be worried based on his performance. So, we got coach speak about what happened. If you don't believe it was coach speak, I don't know what to say to you. But let's watch Friday and see what Harsin does, because he promised us competition, and I think in this scrimmage he delivered on that. I really do.
C-Dub, do you buy that? Do you buy that Bo Nix should be worried about being Auburn's starting quarterback?
Yeah.
Wow.
I do.
Okay.
I do. And the reason why I do is I think we all can agree that he doesn't have the long leash he used to have. So that means that his margin for error isn't what it once was. And one of the things that we heard, one of the turnovers or the interceptions was a miscommunication between him and the receiver. Okay. New offense, where the receiver who was assumed to be, he was injured in spring. Okay, I get that. That can be cleaned up. But one of the interceptions was one where we've seen this movie before. Bo rolls out right, tries to make something out, tries to be touchdown Jesus and turn water into wine. And we've seen that before. And those are some of the mental aspects of the game that we're hoping to see improvement from. And a lot of people have made a lot of excuses for Bo in talking about the line. I personally believe that under Brian Harsin and Mike Bobo, that they're only asking him to do what's in his control. And that is take what the defense gives you. And in our conference, there's going to be certain plays where the defense gives you nothing. Right. If you're on the road against LSU, if you're at home against Georgia or Alabama, sometimes they're going to give you nothing. Sometimes the defensive coordinator is going to make a better call than Mike Bobo will. It just happens. It's a part of the game. Regardless of what happens, regardless of who gets beat up front, you have to make the best decision for your team. Sometimes that's you just eating the ball and taking a sack. Sometimes that's you rolling right or getting out of the pocket and throwing it away. If you can get 2 or 3 yards, get 2 or 3 yards and get down and live to play another day. That's in Bo's control. So when I hear that you're rolling out right and throwing an interception, trying to make something out of nothing, that's concerning because we've seen this movie before and Rotten Tomatoes has already given it a 10%. In other words, we don't want to see it anymore.
Yeah.
Right. So I just want to see, those are things that I want to see in the upcoming scrimmage, less of that.
Sure. Right.
The offensive line, they're trying to work through that. I get that, but I want to see better, more consistent decision making where Bo is not hurting us, instead he's helping us.